pulling a dip in your hip, a glide in your stride. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week. Everything you want, everything you could need. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from the spiritual to the unknown, from emotions to comedy. You can find us at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so much more. This is Rift Nation Network, the RNN. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
Sensitive and offensive disclaimer content by the Rift Nation Network. Please note that this podcast may contain material that is sensitive to some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violent, explicit language or controversial subjects. Triggering content, including discussions related to mental health, trauma, and our other sensitive issues. Explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts, you may use very strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that the podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need advice, please contact a qualified expert. Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
I'm Sue.
I'm Marcy.
This is Beacon in the Dark. So welcome everybody to the Rift Nation Network. And today I thought, hey Linda, how you doing, my dear? I thought today would be hello Michelle, how you doing, Michael? And I thought today would be an excellent time to maybe do some sound healing. I was listening to some of the podcasts last week, and I was listening to some of the people outside. And I'm like, okay, I think this would be fun, relaxing, and helpful. So before we get going, guys, if you have an instrument, any kind of an instrument, I don't care what it is. I have a flute, I have a tongue drum, I have a singing bowl, we have drums. Okay, we have all kinds of instruments. I have tinctures. If that's all you got, play your tinctures. So what it is I want to send out as much healing energy as possible. And again, we're going to do this through music and, of course, Marcy's lovely tones, because they always work. So welcome aboard, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. That helps the Rift Nation Network. If you're over on Facebook, please hit those likes and those love buttons. Send us some love so Facebook knows that you guys want to see us more. So hit that love and like button, and really appreciate you guys. So this is going to be an awesome show. What do you think, Marcy?
I think it's great. I want to tell you, it's like as I'm clearing away my old energies, and that's what I feel like I'm doing.
Yep.
I know they had the 3-3 portals on 3-4. It's like I woke up, or there were 3 vortexes or portals all moving in my room. And I was getting this, don't go in there. But it was just the power, the energy. And
Yeah.
I was talking to my friend Shonda, who's kind of like my gauge, because we exchange the energy. She does tarot readings for me. Um, she was talking about my energy being white diamond, which is what we're supposed to do, go from carbon coal energies to
Right.
white diamonds. So
Right.
I guess I'm just clearing out more and more of the energies of the vibrations that are happening.
I think that's an awesome thing. It really is. So I just want to say hi to Linda. Hello, Michelle, and hello, Robert Odell. So yeah, we have some awesome things going. So as we're doing this, shared, can I play the cr- the cross stitch needle? It's quiet, but I promise. I gotta put this up so you can read that. I think you can play whatever you want. You want to play spoons, go right ahead. I'm 5 years older. I would make him a scarf, and he asked me to. I think you can play those. You can hum along, honey. Marcy does tones. I'm slightly tone deaf, so if you want to hum along, I think you should, dear. And you can do that while crocheting and get some healing at the same time. You never know, you might crochet a big heart.
Well, but you call them permission slips, and crocheting, knitting,
Yeah.
drawing, you get in the meditative state
Yep.
that goes on, and so it's almost like you're in the zone.
I
You-
just learned how to crochet. I knew how to knit, but it takes too much time and my
Right.
hands were starting to bother me. So I said, all right. So there was class downstairs to learn. And I learned, and I already made my first blanket, working on my second one. And it is very relaxing. It
It is.
really is.
I did growing up, and I guess almost that was like my savior. I had like a big crochet hook
Yep.
where I remember walking around with 4 different types of yarns, making a really thick blanket.
Yep. That's my
Um,
sister Kim.
you know,
Yep.
sewing things, you
She did
know.
that all the time. It took me forever. My sister tried to teach me. My daughter tried to teach me. I mean, I had 3 or 4 people trying to teach me. It actually took one of my neighbors to come down and say, "Oh, here, do this." Showed me with my hands because I have arthritis. So sometimes my hands go, "Oh, you're not moving," and I'm saying, "Yes, you are." So, but anyways, yeah. So it took me a while. So I made this little gadget for my finger to hold the yarn. So, because I'm creative with the wires, so I said, all right, well, let me make something to hold the yarn. So once I made that, I started going and going and going and going. So, your daughter does it too. Yeah, my daughter's really good at it. So I thought it was a lot of fun. So let's see what we want to start off with. Some of you guys know some of my awesome instruments, and some of you do not. And as usual, if Marcy feels the need to tone, Marcy's gonna tone.
Well, and
Okay.
I'm feeling it, and it's like they're coming in, and it's like the different vibrations and the different frequencies and the different thousands of years of sound healing that goes on.
Yep.
Um, so I'm gonna hit some tones because they're already kicking into gear.
You kick right in, girl.
I am. Oh, there we go. Well, back to the Stevie Wonder energy.
I swear to God, a couple of times the singing bowl almost matched you tone.
Oh
tone
no,
for
I was
tone.
listening to that. That was
Pretty.
going on. I'm not sure if I was matching it or it was matching
I don't
me.
know, but it was pretty cool. I love it. I love it. Yeah, my sister actually has 2 walk-in closets full of yarn. So she really does. So I have this new other instrument. And I didn't get a chance to really play it much when I first got it because I needed a new mic. And now that I have my Yeti back, you can actually hear it. So I was playing it for Marcy earlier. Not really very good at it. I just want to see how you guys feel when you hear it. And that's what it's about. Does certain sounds bring you joy? Does certain sounds heal you? Because joy can heal you, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
But
So
it's different frequencies will affect different people. I worked on one person and somebody was in the room and it wasn't right for them and they got a headache. And
yeah.
so that's why I have on my YouTube, I have my high, medium, and low, and different people will resonate to the different energies and the frequencies that are going on.
Exactly. And that's why, like for me, toning, nope, can't do that. But I can play a bunch of stuff. So we'll see which one who likes what. Like that's all I can do today. Yeah, my hair's up on top of my head, so I'm looking a little bald. Marcy has some awesome like drums and stuff. Her drums better
Yeah,
than
I'm told to do the drums right now.
yeah, her drums better than mine. So let's see.
I don't think that was me. It was like do the drums, and then my hand has a mind of its own, or they come through it.
This is the new one I actually picked up on sale.
Oh, you did? It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a Celtic one because it's
Yep.
got the Celtic.
Yep. You know, sometimes it's like when I'm like in that zone type thing, it's like I want to go. To me, that sounds like a war. You're getting ready for war. But other people might say, okay, I like that. Or it's the. So it depends, I guess, on how you hit the drum, how you feel, and how other people feel. Like to me, sounds like, okay, let's go. Get on your horses. We're going to war. What does it sound like to you?
I had a story. I had a friend of mine that was pure Native American named Aspen Song, and I went up to Bellingham, Washington, with a friend and picked out a drum
Yep.
out of catgut.
Yep.
And it was the sound that was going on, and he did a beautiful drawing on it for dreaming. But when I first moved into my apartment, he started drumming it. He's like, "What? They can't handle a war cry?" And I'm like, "These people are going to think that something's going to happen." Unfortunately, I had this lady I was renting from who ended up stealing my drum. She was
Yeah.
Native American and black. And I'm like, I that just broke my heart. I'm like, I don't care about material, but how can you do that? You
Yeah, that's
know,
like an instrument of healing to us.
right.
You know,
And
you want to steal my clothes, that's okay, I don't care. Just don't touch my healing stuff.
right. She had everything prepackaged. My dad had just died. I moved in with my mom.
Yeah.
I didn't want to cause any trouble. My daughter was 3 and she was addicted to um, flea markets and garage sales. And my guides at one time told me to give her a suitcase, so I gave her a suitcase. But these people just they want what they want and they want it and they don't care.
Yeah, sometimes that's the way it is. Unfortunately, the world works that way. Let's see. This is called this particular drum is hollow.
Well, I remember that from last time.
Yes,
Yeah.
but nobody could hear it last time. Let's see if you guys can actually hear it this time. And like I said, I'm not too good, but it's the sound that counts. Sort of. Maybe. Could be. Just go with it. Here we
What
go.
was it? No, that's pretty.
So, how do you guys feel when you hear that? It's I forget the name of it, but I know it's a tone drum. But these, believe it or not, they're hollow and
Well,
they're like cast iron.
Susan, what was interesting on that one is when you were playing it, there was like screaming coming out of my heart chakra. So
Uh,
that vibration was, you
yeah, I
know,
don't even know what note
working
this
through.
is. It didn't say. I know some are 7, some are 5, but it's like the bowls. Like this, everybody knows purple is the crown chakra bowl. It's the first one I seen, so it was the first one I pulled out. But I think the point I think I'm trying to make is every sound affects people differently.
Well, and again, it's when we're doing healing, and as I'm continually healing myself, um, our bodies are like orchestras. And so I will hear lower sounds or old energies coming out
Right.
of my body, and then that's where the diseases are, where your body is out of tune, and so you'll hear the different sounds, and they'll affect different
Right.
parts of your body that sounds or whatever it is that's going on.
Exactly. Because see, I have the Tibetan singing bowls as well, but not everybody resonates with the Tibetan bowls. I don't, if
Right.
I play just the crystal bowl, I don't have as much issue. But when I'm doing, like, say, if I was doing all the chakras, I have to have the Tibetan and the crystal bowls out. But some people don't like that tinny sound. So it really does. It's whatever we do as individuals, it is. I mean, guys, if you're upset and say you go automatically to a radio or you're in a certain mood or you okay, you hear a sad song on the radio and all of a sudden you're feeling sad, that means music does affect you. What if you listen to an upbeat song, something to get you motivated? You're like, yeah, let's go, and it gets you motivated and you're going and going and going. That's awesome. You know, it's like certain, I have what I like to call my cleaning list of, that's what certain songs are under my cleaning list. And then I have one for organizing, and I have certain songs for different things because music itself affects me like that. So I'm curious, what about you guys out there? And what about you, Maci? We'll start with you. Is music
Well,
affect
the
you?
ones that I used to listen to um years ago, and I remember like especially when I was in Aspen, Colorado, going up and down, I would listen to Kataro Silk Roads,
Right.
and I would go off into the zone, or the Native American, or Yanni. I ended up buying some more CDs on them,
Right.
and I'll just get into that whole right brain energy that's going on. Other ones, I'll get a headache. You know.
Oh, sorry. With me, like if I'm organizing, it's Stevie Nicks. I love Stevie Nicks. Stevie Nicks,
Oh yeah.
it's just I can organize very well. Now, if I need to motivate to clean, it's Godsmack. And so I have this strange variety of music I listen to, you know? And then if I'm just want to putter, it's usually John Bon Jovi and things like that. Yes, have a list of different moods, but I love music in general, all genres. Yeah, I do too. I love saxophone. You know, I love the sound of a sax.
Well, and the thing that I can't get into is jazz. For some reason, that goes against my body. I don't know why. You know.
Yeah.
But again, it's all that frequency or that energy.
Yeah, see, with the saxophone, it hits, I think the saxophone hits my heart chakra very well and helps um expel things out with me. And again, that's me. With you, it might be something else that works on your heart chakra. And that's why I like the saxophone. It's like healing.
I got to hit another tone.
Okay.
Um, this one's Mother Mary. So probably assume she's going to work on the heart chakra. And again, that unconditional energy. And a lot of times we'll have resistance on certain high vibrations because it's unfamiliar or our body is not used to it. And there's times I'm like, I get healing, and then I could feel like this is there's a resistance, and I have to work through it until my body is flowing through it. You know
Yawning is releasing.
what? Oh well,
Is releasing.
yeah. Those two sounded nice together.
That's my native flute. I've had this for years.
Oh yeah, I always got under the native flutes.
I think this one is this a D or a C? God, I can't even find the. It's so old, I don't even know what note it is anymore. It used to be listed. It was High Spirits that made it, but they used to list the notes, and I guess I wore the note C. It's a C.
And the C is our natural. I think it's like C plus.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not too much into music, but I remember that's a vibration of
Yeah.
like the earth, like the 442 hertzes. But then I think in 1957 or something, they changed the vibration frequency to like 460 hertzes, which is off on what the healing earth is.
Yeah.
And it's interesting how they switched that. And so it's to keep people confused or not in tuned or not aware or whatever it is going on.
Exactly.
I got to hit a low tone.
It's okay. I'm hearing Stevie Wonder.
I'm seeing pyramids vibrating right now. Somebody's energy is screaming when I'm playing that.
Yep, yep. Oh, I echoed.
It's funny because I'll feel like a group collective energy, and I get like this. throw up energy,
Yeah.
release energy.
Wow, this is very high tone, this one.
And there's like screaming, so somebody's body is releasing some high frequency sounds that actually repels the vibration of what's been going on.
See, I love the singing bowls. And I have only 2 of them right now, and eventually I'll get a whole set. But to me, I resonate with them, and that's
Right.
me. I
It,
resonate with them. And then the flute, I don't play it much, but when Maci does her tones, I always had the flute. For some reason, it said play. Okay, I'll play the flute. Well, I'll just blow in the flute. I'm not playing it. I'm just trying to match the tone or the sound that she has. So
well, no, and you're doing good, and that's where again the frequency or the right brain of the energy it's coming through.
there we go. Another form of sound, guys. Tuning
So I'm
forks.
going to do a challenge from Elohim. They're coming through.
Okay.
We are all proud of you and your energies and your frequencies and your transitions onto raising your voices, raising your vibrations, raising your energies. This is Elohim. We have been with Maci for eons. We were channeling through Abby when she first started on Arenum. We are the messengers. We have many, many entities with us that are going on. Maci has been working with us for years, and now Susan is too, as she's instinctively picking up the vibrations that are going on. We are going to hit a tone to help release certain subconscious blockages in the frequencies that are going on. Well, they don't usually come in very often. How'd that feel?
It felt good. It felt around here. Excuse me, I burped. Around around here. I'm always belching when Marcy's on, I'll tell you. So
You're always
another,
releasing.
yeah, probably. I'm always going to.
Well, I know it's funny, and I think I told you it's like I went to the Bay Area to go visit a friend of mine years ago, and my son was like 12 or 13, and our gas gauge broke, and we were driving around the Bay Area on what it is that was going on in San Francisco, and my son just kept on burping the whole time, and as the energy is releasing. And I'm looking at Susan's eyes, and there's all this like white light energy coming out of you, Susan. So as the energy is rebalancing,
Yeah.
it's all good. So
I love music. I love sound. It really helps me out. Another thing, normally I only bring this up, guys, when I'm doing a chakra show, but these are tuning forks, and tuning forks are good to heal certain areas. This is 528 hertz, which is DNA repair, and it's a C note. I don't even think you guys are going to hear this, but what you do with it, just so you know, is you get it vibrating and you hold it to the area that you want healed.
well,
So
it's funny. Once you did that, there was like an explosion out of the emotional level of my heart chakra. I saw like this black bomb.
See, I don't even know if anybody can hear that, but
It
I
sounds
can
good.
hear it. I can feel it, and it's just like, say, if you have tennis elbow. There you go. You're fixing your tennis elbow, and you're doing it through what? Music, sound. So that's another method of sound. So, and then clearing houses, bells. I don't have any bells. My bells are in the other room.
Oh, mine are.
Yeah.
I've got 3 or 4 chimes in the back window.
I love this Blue Yeti. Everybody says it's expensive, Mike. I love the Blue Yeti. My little microphone here, my Blue Yeti, and the reason I love it is because it picks up sound better.
Right.
Yeah, because I normally people can't hear it, but Michael said he can hear it. Another thing is tinctures. I don't have bells,
Oh,
but
I have those.
yeah,
The Tibetan bells.
yeah,
Yeah, I have like one of the flute pipes. I have a regular flute. I have the
yeah,
Tibetan bells, and they all kind of sit on the shelf. But I was reading recently there was like the Syrians were talking about how everything is water. We get
yeah,
into the most meditative state
yep,
with the water. But they also suggested to put like a crystal in the bathroom and then communicate with it because I'll go off in the twilight zone and take a bath and fall asleep.
right.
Yeah, and I figure all it takes is us 5 minutes to go into the other dimensions. Either when we do the tones, either they're
Excuse
coming
me
to
again.
us. What?
I keep burping. I keep saying
Anyway,
excuse me every time I burp. Ugh.
so the energies, the water, the sounds, either to go into water, to go into a river,
Mm-hmm.
cleansing, purifying,
Yeah.
flowing. Um, it's always good to do.
Yeah, it really is. Anything with water, is still water, moving water, running river is really good too. A cleansing
Well,
water bath. And
well, there
if you
was
don't
like
have that, she has the bath. Linda Nielsen says she can hear it. She said, so it rearranges and distributes the frequencies to promote healing. Yes, you can get it right on Amazon, guys. Literally, Amazon. They have a bunch of them, but I got the 528 DNA repair, for injuries, boo boos, and things like that. But you can get these right on Amazon. So it's really not that hard. Just look up tuning forks, 528 hertz. Now, what's right now? Now, as far as I know in my history, this is something that came up today. So I'm questioning this. In my history, a very negative gentleman, Hitler, used 420, was it 432 hertz
that's where they
to
changed the vibrations that
control
I talk about.
individuals. So
Right.
why is that hertz now supposed to be meant for something else? So I'm confused on that. What's your intake
Well,
on that hertz?
our normal hertzes, and they'll have them all around the world. Where you go into Malta, you'll go into India, you'll go into all these different things. Where it's like when I used to watch Ancient Aliens a lot, and I missed that. Um, but our hertzes is supposed to be 442. But
Right,
they changed it, and that threw off all our vibrations and our energies. And again, controlling energy subconsciously as far as what was going on. The music
right,
changed, the vibrations changed.
right.
You know, like Billy Joel says he could see sounds. You
Some
know,
people can. I believe that. I really believe that.
everything is a frequency. Each color is a vibration.
Yep,
Each sound is a vibration.
yep,
And if you look into all those different things and you'll walk into and you don't know why you're feeling down on certain things, you know,
exactly.
it's almost like you have to clear out your energy so you're not being affected
Yeah.
through whatever that is.
I remember back when we used to do the chakra, was it the chakra show we did? Was it chakras we did a long time ago?
Well, you mean the Awaken the Unknown, where you
Yeah, way back in the day. Many moons ago. We used to do a show together, but what it is that I miss. I found back then when I was using the bowls and the sound on a weekly basis to help other people, it kept me more balanced.
Right.
That's what I found out. So it's like I didn't have that healing energy. And then of course I'd have Marcy on top of that that would help with the toning and the information as well. So it just, I think the combination was like it was very healing to me, and I think that's when I started to outgrow things, and that happens. We all outgrow certain everything. So as you raise your vibration and your energy, whether
Yeah,
it's
you don't
through
match or
sound,
you don't
you
resonate.
just don't mesh. You don't mesh. And sometimes you have to take a step back in order to go and meet up again. But this time when you're meeting up, instead of going this way or this way, you're meeting up. So and that's what happens. So can hear it, so resonates, yes. And that's what it is. Every, like for me, it was the singing bowls and Marcy's toning, and I think the combination was, I found, very healing. The energy itself, the combination of the both was extremely healing to me. So, and that's why healing tonight, I wanted to share with everybody that memory, that energy that was trying to come in, and I kind of wouldn't let it. So I had other things going on, but now the energy is coming through, so it's pretty cool.
Well, and
I
that's
like
what they
that.
were saying. They're calling it the sound baths. And the
Yeah.
sound baths are like you get, your tuning forks, you get your crystal bowls, you
Okay.
get whatever it is that's going on. And it's just a matter of, when I said sound baths, the tones could be sound baths, but it's all um, different frequencies that are going on, and part of your body will resist it until it's ready to accept it because it's unfamiliar.
Exactly.
And people get used to that low dark energy or the
Mm.
low dark sounds or whatever it is that's going on, and then when you try to raise it, it's unfamiliar to them.
Exactly. And guys, you can chime in with any questions you want here. So I've worked a lot with the chakras, and working through shadow work myself. And Marcy has years and years experience with dealing with this. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know. But
Or,
I'm going to pull the singing bowl out again because I have a feeling Marcy's going to start toning again.
well, I could always tone anytime you bring your singing bowls out, Susan.
All right. So now that I brought this up, listen, Joby. No. All right. So now that I brought this up, I want you guys that are here live, or if you're listening later, I want you to sit. I want you to close your eyes. And I just want you to absorb the two sounds and allow it to work with you. That's what I would like to
Well,
do right now for
also,
you guys.
Susan,
Yes.
it's a matter of, like, I remember somebody asking about how do we listen or we adapt to our third eye.
Right.
And when we're in the darkness, it's we switch from the serotonin or the melatonin, um, where I'll take the rebirthing bath. I'll
Right.
go. I always take a bath in the dark,
Right.
and that's where you're getting in that womb type of feeling. Or if you turn off all the lights and you turn off all the energies, and you go into the sound where
Right.
there's no light, then sometimes you'll get visions, sometimes you get feelings, because your body will be in that calm, open state of mind that's going on. That's a good one, Susan.
I can't stop belching here today. The home of the belching channel.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Well, somebody's energy is screaming. I'm burping now too, Susan, so I'm joining your club. I'm hearing them tell me to do a low tone. Also, when we do all this stuff, it awakens our DNA because a lot of our DNA is dormant, whereas like 12 strands to the 24 strands. And as we clear out more and more with the DNA and the chakras help open up those portals and those energies and those
Exactly.
things that are happening. Where, like I said, I mean, it was such a trip to see the 3 vibrating, circulating portals. And they're like, don't go. I'm like, I'm not going in those.
So, how do you guys feel? Did you feel what I felt? The combination of like the singing bowl with Marcy's tones. Did you feel the energy? And that's what it's about. Did you feel it? Did it help you? Did it open you up? This is what I want to know. I felt that in my, this is from Linda. Miss Linda. Okay, Miss Linda says, I felt that in my crown and third eye. Then it started to circle down my back and through me. That's awesome.
Oh, good.
That is awesome. That really is, because I enjoy the crystal. The flute matches her sound more on the high tones, but my energy resonates more with the shock, the crystal bowl. So that's really good. I'm glad. And the thing is, do you guys feel better now? Because that's what the show's about tonight. It's about sound. It's about healing. So let's see. I was hearing that and it was opening me up. Good. Good. Somebody just got opened up from that. See? That's awesome. Sorry.
Well, and you guys can always remember, I have my YouTube channel. If you look at
Yeah.
youtube.com/Marcy Costage, I have like 20 different
Right.
tones on there because I've been doing them through the years. And
Yep.
different people will use it to hit the serotonin part of the brain, and it'll help them relax and fall asleep. You know, even when
Or
people are stressed out,
you guys can watch and rewatch this show.
that too. Well, and that's why everybody can do it at their own pace,
Yeah.
you know, and they get the
That's what it's
verification.
about. Everybody resonates with a different tone. Like me, it's the chakra bowls. I do like the little tincture drum that I have, the little toning drum here. That kind of resonates with me as well. The flute, I don't really resonate with it that much, but I do it sometimes. But I do find, like, say if I'm doing meditation or something, for some reason, it's like I'll take my heartbeat, I try to match my heartbeat, and I'll slow it down through the
Well,
drum. Yeah,
and
it's weird, but that's how it works with me.
and that's what I was reading a lot when we first did the
Yeah.
whole thing on the drumming. It hits the dopamine. It helps calm your body down.
Yeah.
It helps relax the energy as far as what's been going on. And if people can buy some little instruments or practice or get into that right
Yeah.
brain as much as possible, because the anxiety and the depression is on the left side of the brain, but we need to switch it on to the right side of the brain
Exactly.
with the tones, the drumming, you know, and get into that energy of just meditative.
Right. I bet you this would tickle my nose. It's like, I sit there and I do weird things. It's like, okay, does this way? I don't know if I like that. Then it's it has more of a bouncy feeling to it. So I liked it better that way. See, when I first got a drum, I have another drum over there. I needed something a little softer than a drumming stick. So all I did was take cotton and felt, wind it together, and that gave me that bounce that it needed. So if you guys can't afford it, you need to make up something yourself, you can always do it that way. Okay, so we got 15 minutes left. Guys, do you have like any questions, any interest in as far as like sound or frequencies and how to heal and how it makes you happy? And it's like it like is another example. I used to take my flute with me when I worked in a crystal retail store many years ago, or should I say many moons ago. Many moons. So, anyways, I brought it with me. And when there was nobody in the store, I would sit there and I'd play a couple notes. And then all of a sudden, the store would get jam packed because at that time, the flute was very relaxing
See you
to
later.
me. Yeah.
Hey,
What?
hey, you
What's
guys
up,
want to meet
dude?
my son?
No, I'm going to work.
No, he's got
Just
to go
come
to
to
work.
say hi.
No, I gotta head to work.
All right, he's got to go to work. I thought
So,
I'd try.
it really did. It's like, I don't know if it was passing the time or it was relaxing to me back at that time. So I think, like I said, different instruments, different sounds. Heck, you guys can take 2 spoons and play those, and that might be a perfect sound for you. You know?
Yeah, it's all trial and error, but what
Yeah.
resonates, you
Yeah.
know, and just try whatever it is that goes on. It doesn't need to be an expensive thing.
No,
I
it
mean,
doesn't.
it's like one of these guys when I worked at the mentally challenged places,
Right.
there was a guy that couldn't talk, but he would always be playing things. I wish his mom would have bought him like a xylophone
Yeah.
because he was always banging on things. Or the autistic. That's how they relate is through sound and vibration and music. And
Yeah.
and that vibration. And so a lot of different ways of communication that people relax that
Yes.
they don't know. I gotta hit another note. But if you could start listening to your body
Mm.
or making like when I first started doing healings, I'd make primal sounds, and that was almost like the infancy of not being able to communicate.
Right.
And if you could start listening or training you to start listening to like those lower sounds releasing or the higher sounds, because your body is an orchestra, and
Yes.
if you start listening to it,
Yes.
it'll tell you what's out of tune, what's in tune,
Exactly.
what the frequency
Exactly.
is
Yeah.
that that is going on.
Just like you can actually, my favorite thing to do when I needed to, like, I don't know, recharge my battery, think, or get a direction of where I needed to go had a lot to do with the ocean because that's me. Not any music around me, just me and a little cul-de-sac with the sound of the waves crashing on the shore, the birds off, and it was just very relaxing listening to what sound? The sound of nature. When it was connected to the ocean, that particular sound resonated with me. It could be done just sitting there in nature and up against a tree, just listening to the leaves rustle, listening to the birds chirping, or literally just quieting your mind down enough just to hear what's going on around you. Very hard
Waterfalls are also very
to
good
do in
too.
a city. Yeah, waterfalls are cool too. If you have any, we don't have that. If I want a waterfall, I got to overflow my sink.
Or you listen to waterfalls. It's
Yeah,
um I forgot, it was like emoji, not emoji, I can't remember, but he did like a whole thing on water.
right.
And I have his book, and I can't remember what it is, but if you look it up, and he had photographs of like negativity. The drops would be negative.
Right.
What the flows were, and water is very communicative, a lot more than you think that it is.
Oh, it is.
And
Fire
it's
is too. All the elements
the
can
elements,
communicate.
and
All of them. Yeah.
the same thing with the healing. When I work on people, there will be the elements of earth, air, wind, and fire, because that's what our bodies are.
Yes.
And if we allow those energies to happen, when I clear people out, I'll see like gray, muddy water. I'll see avalanches. I'll see energies that are going on, that our body is blocking those elements that are happening. Somebody's releasing something. I'm feeling or
Linda
hearing
just
that.
said that she got a tingling on the top of her head.
Oh, good, the crown chakra.
Yes. And I'm just keeping the music up as much as possible. So, by this time, my mother would have said, "Would you stop? I'm talking."
Well, I'm going to hit a tone while you're doing your.
Go ahead.
It might be the doorbells.
Yep.
The doorbell music. Somebody's releasing stuff out of their shoulder blade area. There's like a crying sound or a releasing sound. I just heard a pop of an energy releasing.
Everybody wants one now.
What's what?
These drums.
Shoulder blades.
Huh?
I could feel energy releasing out of somebody's shoulder blades. That emotional weight we've been carrying. That actually has to do with like our upper shoulders is our emotional weight.
Yep.
Our lower back is like our financial, and I forgot what the middle one is.
Oh. So is anybody feeling anything from there? Michelle says, mine.
What's mine?
It's I guess her shoulder blades.
Oh. Yeah, there's swords coming out where people are like attacking, or you internalize stuff.
Yep.
So some swords are coming out of somebody's energy field that are going on.
Shoulders. That's what she's saying. When I'm doing this, it's relaxing, cleansing, and healing to me.
Right.
Is what it is.
There's emotional levels coming out. Like I'm seeing gray water coming out of energy that's going on.
Yep.
I'm pulling like a big spike out of somebody's like lower back area. They don't have to carry that burden anymore, and then an avalanche is happening. There's some physical energy that's happening. And then now the
body is tingling.
What?
Whole body is tingling.
Your whole body's tingling?
Yep.
Well, that's the ascension.
Yep.
You know, and that ascension basically means expansion. You know, our aura could go up to like 800 feet in circumference, and our energies communicate with other people even though we're not even saying a word.
No, but music says a lot. Tones,
Oh yeah, sound,
sound.
vibrations.
I
How are we
think
doing on time?
I think Marcy should hit one awesome tone right now. We
I
got
will.
5 minutes left. So I'm going to be silent, believe it or not.
I always look at those as like a birth or a release or a cork.
When
And I
you
never
do
know when I'm
that,
going to do it.
all I see is a Native American going, yeah, sorry, you're not coming next to me. Yep, got him really good between the eyeballs. I am a goofball. What can I say?
No, and laughter and healing.
Yeah.
That remember you were talking about like you're laughing now, and I sent you that whole thing about that's where we know we're ascending
Yeah.
when we're able to.
I'm like happy. I'm peaceful. I enjoy what I do. I mean, I like the fact that I have my soul tribe, and now the other half part of my soul tribe came back in, and everything is just, it's really going really good. But let me ask you guys something before we get ready to close this off. What do you guys want to learn next? Do you want to talk about the chakras? Do you want to balance those out? Do you want to learn more about emotional aspects? Or do you really enjoy the open chat? We can just ask us anything you want. Literally, let us know. I would love to know what it is that you guys would need more of. And that's what we're here for. We're here to light the beacon in the dark for you. And that's what we're doing. Correct?
Yes, Susan.
She knows when I'm goofy, I'm feeling good.
Well, and that's the healing, the laughter, the sense of humor,
Yeah.
the inner child, the playfulness. Because
Yes.
so many times we have to kick into like we have to be the adult, and then that's where our body gets all broken down.
Yes. Right,
And
right now, mine would be like, no, I don't want to, I don't want to, I don't want to.
you know, playing is so important. Whether
Yeah.
it's playing with the drums, whether it's drawing. I remember
Yes.
like I did a mask class, and I'm like, I don't have any layers of mask, and I ended up doing like 12 layers of it, you
Wow.
know, because we never know.
No, you
Yeah,
don't. Like, I didn't know I could teach myself how to crochet. So that
right.
I would love to know when maybe where to hold on. Okay. Linda says, I would love to know when, maybe where to share. Oh, or even should some things we pick up. Oh, you mean, okay, hold on. But won't be here next week. Oh, if there's a show that you're interested in, you'd like to see me and Marcy put on, send a message over to the Rift Nation Network, or go over to riftnationnetwork at gmail.com. Just say that it's for Beacon in the Dark and you have a show suggestion. I'd love to hear it. I do check that email as well. And then I could tell, hey, Marcy, guess what we're doing? So,
Well, I check it a lot. It's like I didn't hear from her. I'm like, well, what are we doing? She goes, LOL, sound healing. I'm like, LOL, okay.
I thought I could have sworn I dreamed that I told her what we were doing, but evidently it was a dream. So, but I did get a lot of things cleared out of my house, and I've been clearing a lot of like stuff out as well as clearing energy out. So I find with certain things, it's like, I don't need that. What do I got that for? So get rid of it.
Well, if
Yeah.
things break, it means it's used its term
Yeah.
and to throw it away.
Some things I just wasn't using anymore. All right, guys, guess what? It's time. Okay, it is definitely time. And I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. And I found the correct peace sign is peace. This is the
All
way to
right.
do it. Peace.
Much love to everybody.
So peace out, guys. I
Do
love you
feel
very
everybody's
much.
energy lighter?
I feel very lighter. I know Linda feels lighter.
I'm hearing like a
Michelle is
higher
feeling
tone.
lighter. Yeah. So it's really awesome. But I got to let you guys know that, let's see, we have every other Saturday, we have Paranormal Outlaws. Sunday is the Orion Effect. Mondays, we have Mystery Behind the Scenes and the Otter's Den. Tuesday, the first Tuesday of every month is Mystic Mayhem. And then of course, Bag of Nuts, which is my alter ego, the Pixie character. And then on I think it's every other Wednesday, we also have every other Wednesday, we have What's Going Down with Mr. Ed Odell. More shows will be coming up very soon, guys. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share and follow and let people know there's always somebody here to help with a topic. And peace, guys. Love you. Have a good night. Bye, Maci.
Bye.